Hello there. In this particular lecture, we are going to learn about how to fetch API data using useEffect in React. Well, useEffect is a React hook which is used to run side effects like API call, timer, DOM update, etc. Right? And fetching data from an API is a very important topic when we need to load data as soon as the component mounts. Right? So that's why we are going to learn about how to fetch API data using useEffect. So let's go to our Visual Studio Code and understand the topic. Let's start. So what we are going to do is that we are going to fetch some information from a particular API, right? And for that, first what we need, we will create a user state that is const user comma set user equals to use state, put a bracket here, and inside of this we will put empty array, right? So we are going to use a API which is storing some list of users, right? So let's do that. But since doing the API call is a side effect, right? And for the side effect work, what we do, we make the use of use effect. So let's write the use effect here, use effect, and put a bracket here, arrow function, and inside of this what we will do, API call on component mount. Whenever your component will get mount, I want the API to get called, right? So for that, for doing the API call, what we use the fetch method, that is fetch fetch. You will write this, you will put a bracket here. Inside of this, what you will do, you will write your API. So I'm having a API with me, you can use your own also, and I will write the API here, right? And after doing this, I will put a enter and write dot then put a bracket here, res, which is showing the response which I'm getting from the API call, and I will convert that particular response into response.json in the JSON format. It will take out the important part which is required, right? And then we'll write, put the enter, then again a then, put a bracket here, and then whatever the data I'm getting after doing it into the JSON format, I will do what, I will put those data inside the set user like this. And after that we will write one more thing, that is dot catch. What this catch method is used for, well, catch method is used for catching out the error or anything which comes after this, after the failure of this particular line of code. If anything like such happened, you will use this catch method to catch out those error, right? So here we will write console dot log, put a bracket here, and we will write the error here. So this is the main way of doing the fetching of API data. And after that, here we will put a comma, and for the dependency part I will keep it blank. Why blank? Well, empty dependency array means what? Run once. It means every time when your component get mount, it will run for only one time, right? And after this, let's do the HTML part. So inside this div, what we will do, we will create a unordered list. Inside of this, we will put a curly bracket, we will write the name of this user, right? So user dot, we will do the map bracket. Inside of this we will write user, which will do what, it will collect each data at once, right? And then put a arrow here, and inside of this we will create the list, and this list will hold the key as what, user dot id, user dot id, and the main item that we want to see is user dot name, right? And if you want anything more, like it will show few more datas also. So for accessing those datas, we'll write user dot email like this. Now let's go to our website and see that what result I'm getting. As you can see here, I'm getting the name and email, right? If you want to see that what kind of data I'm getting, well, for that also you can do what? After doing this, you can write clog, sorry, console dot log bracket. Either I will write this inside my useState dot log user, right? Yes. Now let's go to the website and go to the console. Let's reload it and let's inspect and go to the console. You can see I'm getting an array and this array is empty. Why it is empty? Well, I have fetched it inside of this, and you can see I'm getting all the information here, right? So this is how, like, this particular API call is giving me 10 elements, and each element is carrying what? A ID, the name, phone number, username, website, email, like this. And also a object which is having company, which name is called company, and further keys also. So this is what information you are getting from your API call, right? And this is how you fetch the data from an API in your React.js. I hope you understood the concept, that how it works. If you do, then make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. We will meet in the next video with a fresh new topic. Till then, goodbye.